I used to do a bunch of like seminars myself locally. And one of the lines I said every single time was the more you learn, the more you earn. And it's 100% true. And I agree with you. I think the first step is getting educated. I would highly advocate, for anybody that can afford it to join a coaching program if you can. There's a lot of great ones. Like Chris mentioned, there's some that aren't so great, but like there are tons of great ones. I would join a mentorship program. Like Chris said, get educated on YouTube, figure out what you want to learn about. And then if at all possible, if you can, find someone that's a local expert that you can kind of, hook up with. And Chris, you did both. I mean, your story in the beginning, you hooked up with a local area mentor that gave you mentorship. And I'm sure you were learning at the same time. And I think that's like that, like you said, like, I think that's the formula, like, especially in the beginning. And then of course, like you've got to then take action. But I think actually,
and if you're young in your career, you could work for an investor. Like that's something else that I wish I did early on. I could have gone and worked with investors that are doing what it doesn't have to be an investor. Maybe it's a hard money company. Maybe it's an insurance company that focuses on real estate investments or multifamily. So find that niche that you're looking for and go work with them. Get your real estate license. I assume that it's probably most of your audience right now, so you may already have that. Now, if you're already have an established business where you're doing $5, $10, $20 million a year, maybe that part might not make sense, but you can go back to the other thing where, like you were saying, either join a mentorship program, get a coach, get a mentor, or if you want to do it a little bit on the light side as far as cost, just go to a couple boot camps. Mm-hmm. I'm going to one in October for multifamily. It's one of the first multifamily boot camps that I've ever paid for. $200. Like, and I know guys who are in that program that are actually doing deals that are far less experienced than I am in the overall real estate timeline. So I'm like $200. That's nothing.
Oh yeah,
weekend boot camp.
Yeah, and it's funny because like I talk to people and they say, "Oh wow, like this mentorship, whatever, it's a lot of money," and I look at it like in real estate investing, there's millions to be made. We're not talking about making like a few $100s. So even the higher price tag ones, I mean, you don't have to be in a higher price tag one to succeed, but like even the higher price tag ones, if you're applying, you're going to get like, I mean, 10 times ROI is probably too low. Like you're going to get, whatever it is, 50, 100 times like what you spent. But even the lower, the prices of them obviously don't necessarily reflect the value, but like I would do something if you could and get around other people.